Hello, this is MykonosFan, and welcome back to this week's short showcase. Basically, this is just where I play a game and I want to talk about it, but I don't want to quite make a review about it, so I just play it and talk about it for a little bit. This time, it's TEMBO, the Badass Elephant, and as you can see, it's in my Need to Beat folder. So let's just go ahead and jump in here. TEMBO, the Badass Elephant was developed by Game Freak and published by Sega. I believe this came out, July 21st, 2015? Somewhere near the end of July. If you if you didn't know that, or if you didn't know that this game existed, I don't exactly blame you, because unless you were tuned in to like Sega's social media or stuff like that, you probably didn't know about this game because it, frankly, it wasn't marketed much or at all, and we'll get back to that. So here we are here. There are leaderboards, configuration. We're just going to jump right in. Yeah, so I got about 4 hours in. I admittedly never beat this game, but I did like what I played. I just, things just come up, things happen. And I had to leave poor TEMBO behind. So here we are, kind of in our little mission control. Accidentally had the X button held down there, so we went in. I don't remember much use here, but hey, here we are. I'm just going to go ahead and jump into a level. As you can see here, you could probably infer, I'm assuming there are just 3 zones in this game. I don't exactly know for sure, but we're going to go back to the first stage, the Battle of Shell City. And let's talk about TEMBO, the Badass Elephant. So again, developed by Game Freak, and as you'll see once we load in, this is quite unique from just about anything they've ever made. Which I like. I really like seeing a studio that is kind of known for just one thing, branch out and do something that's completely different, frankly. Like, obviously Game Freak's known for Pokemon, but, you wouldn't really tell by looking at this game. I like that. So, here you are. We are TEMBO, the Badass Elephant. We are the most badass of elephants. Hold down square button to run, square and down to do that little slide kick there, square then up to do that. If you jump, you get a little jump, and let's see, can you hold it down? Yeah, you can hold it down. And at the apex of your jump, you'll get a little nice Yoshi flutter jump there. Jump and hit up. Nope, that's not it. Jump and hit down. You do that ground pound. And aside from spraying water with R2, I believe that's... or R1, that's pretty much the basic moveset. If you'll notice, the character design, at least of TEMBO, and some of the billboards and things we're going to see soon that I love a lot, I'll take a lot of cues from Harmo Knight. Bars Cars. If you played that on the, it was on the 3DS eShop. It's a cute little rhythm game that, while we're here, I'd actually recommend too. Just a cute little game. But back here on here to TEMBO, it's kind of a weird game about keeping this flow going of running forward and memorizing levels and always be running into something or saving people or beating bad guys. So up top in the center on the HUD, you can see that 18 out of 232. That means there are 232 enemies to dispatch in this level. We got to clear this war zone, obviously. And we now have a person on our back. We just freed a civilian from their clutches. There are 10 in each level, so I can't guarantee we'll be rescuing all 10. I'm not sure I'm feeling that benevolent today. But we're going to try, And all these peanuts here, if you see that jar on the left, once that fills up, you get an additional life, represented by the jars right above it. Just beat the shit out of this house. Yeah. There's another person. You can just walk right into that if you so choose. These barriers here, gotta break through them. You don't want to hit the fireboxes. Got through that little bomb throwing guy there. Don't want to walk into that missile there. Just, again, I really like these billboards. These are great. I don't know why I love them so much. There's just something about them. If I'm remembering correctly, the director of this game, or the guy who had the initial concept, is the designer from Pokemon Black and White that was brought on, the Western guy who made Pokemon like I think Braviary, the ice cream one that gets a lot of undeserved hate, you know, stuff like that. So proving their worth as a member of the studio, if you ask me, because Tembo the Badass Elephant, it is not the greatest game, it is not the most engaging game, but it is a fun little adventure. You're probably looking at about 7 to 8 hours here to 100% everything. Obviously, this first level here is really easy. A lot of these hidden people and enemies and stuff get really tricky in later levels, as you know, come to expect, I'd hope. But yeah, just a really, really fun little game. That again wasn't marketed much because Sega. Like, quick tangent here. If you only know me from this channel, you may not know that I'm like a gigantic Sonic the Hedgehog fan, but I also love a lot of Sega's general output. Their notable general output, you know. As soon as I said that, my mind flashed back to like the PS3 Iron Man. It's like, okay, not that output, but the creative, wacky, weird, unique output that kind of screams Sega. And this is one of those collaborations they did that, you know, I don't know if this one screams Sega, but you say this one was published by Sega, and you go, okay, yeah, I get it. You know, and I'm thinking stuff like the 5 Platinum Games they had that partnership on. You know, stuff like Bayonetta and Vanquish, to me, that screams Sega. And those share something in common with this one, where they were either marketed not well or just not at all. And as a Sega fan, that is very frustrating to see, because there is a damn fine game here, and damn near no one knows about it. So, you know, again, that's why I chose it for this video, because I really wanted to put this in front of you guys and gals, you know, and say, hey, like, here's something interesting. It's not perfect and it's not fantastic, but you know, it's here, and I think maybe if you give it a chance, you'll like it. I only know American currencies, of course, but I believe this is still on sale for about $15. I'm not sure if there's like a best version. I'm going to assume PC. You might have noticed some frame rate drops. This game does drop frame rates like crazy, so if your PC's up for it, I'd say PC is probably the best way to play this. Yeah, these blue guys come back, so there's some tricky timing stuff with them in later stages. But yeah, I mean, for $15, you're getting about, you know, if you want 100% this game, like I said, you're looking at probably like, you know, around 8 hours, 8-ish, maybe a little better if you're good, maybe a little more if you're bad like me. But yeah, I mean, it's just baffling to me that this is like a game no one ever talks about. Like, you never... Oh, I missed one person. Are you kidding me? Oh, man. You never see anyone talk about Tembo the Badass Elephant, and I don't like being in a world where interesting games like this... Here he is. Where interesting games like this just, you know, are unknown. Especially from one of the bigger publishers in this industry, you know, Sega. Like, that's a name people know, right? Yeah. So... I'm loving Sega more and more in recent times, as I think they're making better and better choices. But man, some of the stuff they were doing for a while there, I just look at and I go, what the hell? Yeah, I can't even say it's better now, because I look at Sonic Boom Fire and Ice. Maybe that's technically a title you don't want to overmarket, but I feel like they barely talk about that one, aside from taking it to shows, so... I don't know. We're going to play one more stage here. There are bosses, but I want to leave you to find those for yourself. That, and I just really think this is a visually nice stage, and I'd just like to get into it. Let's see. I first played this... the Sega were actually presenting at MomoCon 2015. There was a earlier build of this game here that dropped a lot more frames. What's the 3DS Hatsune Miku? Project Mirai DX. They were showing that there. I played that. This Sam Mullen, localization producer from Sega, gave me a Hatsune Miku lanyard. What a guy. I'll never forget that. And they were also showing Dengeki Bunko Fighting Climax, I believe, on the PS3. I probably said that wrong. But yeah, that was where I got my first taste of Tembo. and it wasn't running great, but I did, I was with my friend MBM, and we both kind of saw something cool here. It's like, okay, this is like a fun little game. Why haven't we heard of this? So, since then I made sure to check it out. I like supporting Sega when they present colorful, interesting, unique, fun games, and this happens to fit every one of those criteria, as you can probably tell here. Get away from that explosion, set this, get away. Yeah, so again, I think more than Adventure Capitalist, which I did mainly just as a joke to myself, I think this kind of represents what I'd like to maybe put on here on Short Showcase, just games that really deserve a little more attention than they got. So, and then getting a little antsy here because, oh dear, yep, okay, I lost a life. at least you get to see this cute little animation. Oh, he ate the peanut butter and he wants to fight again. Hell yeah, I relate to that. I love peanut butter a lot. Oh, it put me back at the beginning of the stage, man. Well, now that I've barely remembered the layout again, we'll just go ahead and try and flow through here, get a little bit of what I was talking about earlier. Ah, gosh, this looks nice. There's going to be a specific moment coming up ahead. I don't particularly feel that a lot of games that try and blend a 2D and 3D kind of styles, I don't think there's a lot of games that pull it off particularly well. And while I wouldn't say Tembo is like some golden like exception to the rule or something, fuck, I'm an idiot. It does manage to look pretty nice at times, and there's going to be something coming up in the background here that hopefully shows my point. I'm not going to bother with that guy on the left. Damn. I need some more health. There we go. There we go. Yeah, stuff like this. Like, this looks nice. I like this. I'm a fucking weirdo, but orange and purple manages to look pretty cool here, in my opinion. Crash right through there. Got a little more health, I think. Now I'm feeling a little more confident. Just... oh, shoot. There we go. Okay. Damn. Run right through these guys. There's a tank. Oh, man. Okay, we got a checkpoint. See, it's like I was saying earlier. I'm just showing off. You can't just run through the stage. You gotta think about it a little bit. Okay, so I can just go right here. Okay. I think back in release, people were saying, for some reason, this was being compared to Donkey Kong Country, and I have no idea why. The only thing I can maybe gleam is that when you get a peanut, it kind of sounds like getting a banana in the Donkey Kong Country games. Other than that, I don't get it at all. But hey, if you play this and like that's the impression you get, cool, man, gal, I just don't want to say that and bring it up as like a discussion point, and then you all go and try the game and come back. It's like, that wasn't like Donkey Kong Country at all. You're an idiot. Fuck. But get that guy. Get that guy. Oh dear. Oh, yes. And then you can just go right down here. Okay. Yeah. I'm actually behind the scenes here. It's actually the second time I've recorded this, and I knew to avoid the spikes down there, and otherwise I'd go too far on the right because I'm an idiot and miss out on that optional path. But I got it this time. Hell yeah. Dodge that. Okay, cool. I missed 2 civilians somewhere. Like, even in the second stage here, like, I probably missed some pretty obvious stuff just because I'm trying to get through this and show off the game relatively quickly. But, the game does eventually get pretty damn tricky with how it hides things. So there... I think I said that already, but... you will probably, very likely be going back and replaying stages, so while a stage may only take about 10 minutes, and there's only about 5 or 6 per world plus a boss act. Like, if you care about completion, and it's, completion is one of the few things this game can really offer you as a short, simple experience, you will be going back to levels and spending some time searching around for things. And, it's fun to do so. What are you going to do? Okay. I'm an idiot. Yeah, so with this thing, you see that big fuck me light in the back. You want to... Yeah, bait it into doing that so you can hit the light. Oh, fuck, I knew we'd do that. I just let it happen. Boff. He's going to do 2 this time? Nope. Fuck. Well, I got him. Whatever. You always got to get the pilot, too. Got him. Oh, I hope there's health after that. No, there's not. Okay, we're at the end of the level, actually, so it's all good. So, yeah, I mean, in summation, like, I got a little quiet here near the end. But this is TEMBO the Badass Elephant, and I just wanted to put it in front of you all, see what you all think. I'm going to imagine not many of you have actually played this, because not a lot of people have actually played this. So, if you have, you're in my awesome book, pretty much, because, you give awesome, weird games a chance, I guess. But, yeah, just wanted to put this out here, see what you all think. Hopefully inspire some of you all to give us a chance. I know it's probably not too inspiring that I haven't beaten the game myself here, but, you can see, like, at least for a while, like, I was, dedicating myself to getting, like, every collectible I could. So hopefully that speaks something to the game. Hopefully the quality shown through here, despite my awful gameplay. And hopefully sometime when you get a chance, you will try out TEMBO the Badass Elephant. So, I'm MykonosFan. This has been TEMBO the Badass Elephant here on Short Showcase. Thank you very much for watching. Have a great weekend. This episode was generously supported by the following Patreon producers. Thank you.